going to have plenty of iron picks. Don't have the intention of doing much digging. I can always make stone tools if it really gets bad while I'm out there. Got a good bow. I'm going to fully repair it though before heading out. So let's grab that, and the ender pearls I'm going to craft into eyes of ender, but I'm going to leave here because I have no need for them. Wood is going to be hard to come by in the desert, so we may pick up some wood before we leave. And I think that that's going to be everything. I'm good on weapons. I do have some iron swords. I could make up some stone ones if it really gets desperate. Blocks we're a bit short on, but I think we'll survive. In fact, I think I could pick some up when I go and check out the enchanting situation. So I think that that's going to be everything. Want anything out of here? Not really. I just need to make a compass as well, don't I? I need to make some of those up. Well, just one will do. So let's get those eyes of ender away with the brewing stuff for the time being. And I want a compass, so I'm going to need redstone and iron for that. Because that will take me back to my original spawn, which, if you're unaware, was basically right next to this, where this hut is. It might have even been where the portal is now, so just throw you back in there, and you back in here, so we have a compass now. I'm going to need a bit more wood, but other than that, and some blocks, I think we're going to be good to go. Food as well, actually. I'll take that. That'll do the trick. And kill stuff on the way there too, so it's not too much of a problem. Now then, we need to kind of raid what's down here. A creeper is down here. That is not what I want to see. Must have wandered down here. It must have been that guy that was next to my cabin. Anybody else around? I don't think so. Well, blowing that up's not the end of the world. Could be worse. Any more guys lurking down here? No. Nothing in there that I want. Nothing in here that I want. They're all empty. We'll take some dirt. Dirt'll do for blocks. Chests would be handy to carry with us, because I'm gonna build another shack. Actually, the wool. I'll grab that. And did I leave my shears in here? No, I left them in the cabin, didn't I? I want to make a bed when I'm there as well, because if I'm going to be going far away, I want to set my spawn, because who knows where I'll end up. I don't want to go wandering off someplace completely random and then lose all my stuff, because I could be carrying a great number of ender pearls and we could end up having to do this whole situation all over again. That is something I'm keen to avoid. I would like around maybe 2 to 3 stacks of planks, if I can. Here we go, more wood. Plenty more planks. I guess I've got dirt, so I could bring some with me. If it really got desperate, I could make some trees. I'll replant these trees on my way out. I've got some saplings here, so that should keep us going for right now. Potions. Alright. Do I want to bring a brewing stand with me? Yes, I do. Because I'm going to have plenty of sand. Oh no, I'm going to have to bring all the brewing ingredients, aren't I? No, we'll leave that behind, I think. It's going to be way too much stuff to bring with me. I'm going to be bringing basically everything if I'm not careful. So, yeah, I just need to find a sheep, which I'm hoping I'm going to find in the desert. Not the desert, the jungle. So that I can eventually make a bed when I get where my destination is. I forgot bone meal. Oh dear. Just getting worse and worse at this. Let me see now. Bone meal. Do I want to... I'll bring some bones. So I'm going to get triple the amount for the amount I actually take, so... That'll be enough bone meal. I'll probably see plenty of skeletons in the desert at night, so we're not going to run out of the stuff. Could try and shear that sheep in the ravine, but I think that's just going to waste more time than I initially intend. It's nearly night time, would you believe that? We've spent the whole day faffing about, trying to get the equipment that I need. Dear, we may make a little way stop in the jungle. Build a little hut somewhere if I can find that third piece of wool. I'm not going to stand there and just wait out the night, but I hate fighting in jungles as well, because the problem with jungles is that the terrain is just way too difficult to try and fight monsters consistently on. And something like an enderman in here would be a big problem to try and fight, so we're going to try and avoid that. If there's no desert on this island, I don't know if we're on a big island or whether we are on something else. I may consider either doing a boat trip or just going back to what I was doing previously. Jeez, my FPS is taking some hard hits from these jungles. What are we at now? Well, we are staying close to 30, but it's not what I would say reliable. So let's get away from this jungle. I don't particularly like them much. I hear sheep. Give me your lovely woolies. Could do with making a couple of beds then if I make a way stop, because I want to keep the bed that's already there in case I happen to croak, so that I'll respawn a little closer than my original bed. So now we're into this snow biome, which I don't know. Deserts do have a habit of spawning next to snow biomes for some strange reason in the code that was... I don't know whether it was ever considered finished or whether it was just... oh, deep hole. That chicken's going to drown. Another mine shaft down there. We could go and explore that if I become desperate for diamonds, I guess. So I'm going to put a little beacon up here just to say that there is, hey, cool stuff here. Because I'm going to pass that. It's almost pretty much straight from my hut, so... Got 9 wool, that's going to give me enough to make 3 bases. And I'll probably shear more while I'm on the way. Oh boy, more jungle. This is just what I wanted. But who knows, we could find ourselves in a desert on the other side of this. It's really expansive snow biome. Past that jungle again. Now, if this opens up into a tundra biome, I'm not going to go and investigate that. It could be days before we find something else. And that is your perfect, exact way to either get lost or to fall foul to dying and then going a long way back. And the chances of you finding your stuff again are minimal. They are very minimal in the time frame that you have. So if we see tundra, I'm not going for that. It is beginning to get towards night time now, so I think I'm going to make a little temporary base at the bottom of this hill. I'm just going to dig in here and make a little hut. And it doesn't need to be very big or even need a door on it, it just needs a little bit of room for a crafting table in here. Let's get that guy down and some wool. That will give us the bed that I need to pass the night in here. And I'm going to leave this stuff behind for nostalgia reasons, and that only in case I decide to investigate this world a year later and I want some happy memories of running through the snow biome like a headless chicken trying to find a desert. So I'm going to leave that there. Now let me see, we've come out, that's the ocean over there. I think pretty much guaranteed that's going to be the ocean. I think... Get out of here. I think we've pretty much hit the coast as far as I'm concerned here. I don't think we're gonna find anything more because this is the beach obviously, and I'm not seeing a whole lot else but just ocean, and I don't think I want to go boating because we could go just miles and miles and miles in one direction. So although this looks no it doesn't, it's got snow over it. Thought that was going to be a desert then, but alas, it's just a little beach area. Though it does seem to be extending on, but is this just a little tip off the edge here? Seems to be. Yeah, this is going nowhere, I don't think. We just we've got this little peak point here. I think we've officially hit what is going to be ocean now. Is that just a little sand dune? Or is that a desert? Looks like a plains, if anything. This just could be some little island. I think it's a jungle. No, we'll head back. Although, we haven't seen anything, have we? So it would be tempting to keep going and just see where this is going to take us. It gives us the opportunity to check out any more temples as well, if we spot any of those as we are on our journey. Although this could just be a little coastal island in the middle of nowhere type scenario. That looks what it seems to be. Oh wait, no, this is a very big beach, is what this is. It's a huge beach, which I think the chances of finding a desert temple, sorry, a temple here, a jungle temple, are going to be pretty slim. So we've got now hunt for the desert. Now we're just into a forest biome and a plains area. I could end up traveling thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks at this rate before finding a desert. It's going to be a mission in itself, I think, now to find one, now that we've come this far. Haven't we surpassed the... yeah, I could have brought obsidian with me and made a nether portal. We've come that far. To give you an idea of scale and how far we've actually come. We've now gone so far that if I was to build a shack here, for example, I could actually build another nether portal and actually be perfectly fine. Another quite a deep hole there. But I probably won't be coming back this way much again, so I don't think we'll be doing any of that. And building beacons and stuff. I'm also looking for a village. I haven't seen any of those yet. So if I could run into that, that would be very nice as well. I think plains and desert have a high chance of spawning next to each other. I think I've lost my target now of finding all the ender pearls I'm going to need for next episode, but... Oh, now we've hit a mountain biome. This is not working out, is it? At all. What's over here? Forest? I think we've basically now just hit a mountain biome. Now we're back to tiger again. Over here. And this seems to encircle the forest. So this is not what I was looking for, I have to say. There's a couple of directions we've not yet been in though. But I think the tiger is going to encircle most of this. And then the other side of that is going to be the ocean, because that's where we've just come from. Let me see what's going to be up this hill. Well, here we've hit the ocean, so I think we're pretty much out of luck as far as that one's concerned. So, whoa, look at this. This is a huge cave. Jeez, and it extends as well. That is awesome to live in there. Build yourself a little base. But we're not looking for that right now, unfortunately. I'm seeing plenty of awesome generation, but there's more of crazy caves and strange things like that. But I'm really looking for a desert, not crazy caves at this point. So now, I guess, the only direction that we've not been in, that's back towards the tiger that way, is this direction right here, and following this. I know that there is a tiger and mountain behind us into the, what will this be, a north, I think? South. And we've got a jungle straight up ahead. I would like to skirt the edges of the jungle, and I see a birch tree back there. That's probably going to be, yeah, another forest. There's just kind of like a strip of jungle here that's come out from that jungle biome. And kind of just keep going and seeing what's going to be over here. Just kind of skirt the edge of the forest, and maybe we'll get lucky. But I'm seeing mountain grass, and I'm seeing a forested area. So I don't think this is what we're looking for much either. Why is it so hard to find a desert? In every city that you don't want a desert, you end up with one. And oh. And I must have come so far now. Jeez, we're nearly at 2000 by 2000 out from spawn. That's how far we've come. Well, I need to make a decision now. Do I keep going? And I could always try and track down some obsidian. There's always at least one exposed lava pool out in the desert, and then I could build a nether portal and try and get back and try and just dig through the ceiling and get to 0-0, but that would seem kind of cheap and kind of the lazy way of doing things. Is that a ravine down there? It is. Again, not really looking for that right now. I'm looking for deserts and deserty things, and all I'm seeing is a forest. Maybe we'll have a desert on the other side of this forest. No, it looks like we've got a tiger biome. I am tempted fairly soon, if we don't find a desert, to turn back, because this has been a big waste of time. And I will not record the way all the way back, but we're seeing more forest off that way. I've seen a tiger to the left of us up that way. So I reckon that the tiger is going to envelop. Yeah, it's enveloping the border, isn't it, of this forested area. Is that a desert? Is that what I think it is? I think it is. Yes, I see cactus. Man, we've come an incredibly long way. 2,000 blocks worth of travelling, but we got there in the end. Now, what would be really awesome is if we can find a desert village as well as a temple. That would be perfect. We might have an opportunity to get a couple more diamonds out of the deal for travelling all this way. And I also need to find a place to build a hut out here, because it would be a silly thing to try and stay awake. Stay over here without dying, because it may well happen. I need to prepare for that. I see some collapsed sand there. I don't believe that that would be a dungeon. I believe that that is a cave. And that's another thing we could find as well, dungeons. Maybe find some dungeon loot. So I'm seeing swamp this way. Swamp is not exactly desirable. There's lots of slimes that spawn in the swamp, and kind of the problem with that is then that I'm going to end up with a lower rate of spawns because of slime activity. Let me see here. What do we got up this way? And I am tempted to go with the nether portal route just to save on travel time. Coming out all this way, it's a risky strategy now to try and, even with the compass, to try and walk all that way back. This is a big desert as well, isn't it? This is a huge desert, and I've just fell in a hole. I can get on this, can't I? I'd like to find a little lava pool to build my hut by, and I want some steak. Food is going to be something else I'm going to have to consider. We're going to have to get some more food fairly soon. I'm going to look for a little station. I want a desert. I get a desert after traveling 2,000 blocks, then I get the world's biggest desert. I'm just going to throw down a quick bed. I'm not going to keep this one here. I'm going to take the equipment with me from this specific journey, but this will do for the time being. Just a quick little respite here. And I'm all full up now, so I'll either make my house by a desert temple, village, or lava pool, because I need all three. So we've hit the edge of the desert this way, and this seems to branch off into like a mountain biome type thing. Yeah, we're finished with desert here, so I guess now it would be a good time to head back and go back towards the center of the desert now and see what's chilling and what's cooking in that. In a desert this large there has to be a village somewhere or a temple, if not both. I bet we'll just find one stinking well or something that's just totally pointless, because the wells never served a purpose. They were just useless. That's kind of irritating when it was added and it served no real purpose. I'm not seeing anything over this way, and I'm going to be next to strange floating objects, which is kind of creeping me out. So I think I just heard an Enderman with a little sound underground, but digging for him would probably be tedious, and I'm looking for a home at the minute, not Enderman at this specific moment in time. Oh, there he is. Well, the sunlight's gonna get to him, isn't it? He hasn't got his factor 50 on, otherwise he's gonna burn and teleport underground again. So that was fruitless. Now we're back at where the forest is, and we've got this kind of little stone patch going on here. If there's any lava down here, I will consider building a base, but no, there's not. So where have we not explored? This way it seems, because my computer is chugging. That's a sign to me that this is new chunks. So full steam ahead over here then, and I have to build a hut over here. I am going to actually, I think, put this world map up for download after I beat the dragon, and you'll be able to view a render like I do in MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft. I really love that render thing, and you'll be able to see all those little shacks and huts and bits and pieces that I've left behind. And that might be something for you to view, or even download maybe 6 months later and enjoy some nostalgia or something. So, oh, I've already been here. I remember that little stone packet that was right there. So I think we have got a big desert but an empty desert, which is unfortunate, but I can live with that. So we've got plains here. We could go off exploring the plains after I've got a base set up to try and find a village there. That is an option. That's probably something I could do during the daytime off camera while I'm waiting to fight the Ender Snoozles, and I'm not really sure where that came from, but that's something that I could do off camera, and then probably cut you in if I have found a village and show you the loot that's in there if there is any, and what trades the villagers are doing. If there's a blacksmith and he wants, say, I don't know, 7 emeralds for a diamond sword, I would do a deal like that, because it gives me access to maybe 5 or 6 diamond swords to keep having a shot at trying to get what I want, in terms of a sharpness with no fire aspect type deal, and looting as well. So it seems to me that we've got no lava pools, which is going to be misfortunate, unfortunately, or disfortunate, I guess. So I want an ideal place to build my home, and I don't think the water is it, because monsters can kind of chill in water, and be a nuisance when I wake up in the morning. So we need to try and keep it away from water. Maybe between these two dunes, perhaps. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Between the two dunes. But I'm not seeing anything else, so I think, yeah, let's build the house here. I thought that might be something. There is definitely collapsed caves here, which is good because I'm going to need to try and find a source of lava anyway. So that's going to be fairly good. We've got this nice open space right here, so why don't we get a chest down for the time being and just drop some bits and pieces off in here. And I do have a crafting bench on me. I do have enough stone, surprisingly, for a furnace, which, man, that surprised me. How do I want to do this? I want to vary it from the hut that we had before at the main hub base, the Fretwell hunting headquarters. The hunting headquarters is what we'll call that. Headquarters. Do I want the corners out? No, I already took the corners out my other one, didn't I? We will continue my trend of making all the aesthetical builders out there cry in a corner by seeing my wooden shacks. And I might put a Porsche on this one. It's kind of for the fun of it, I guess. Just a little window in the back there. We've got a little bit bigger window there. Oh dear. I really love putting like little shacks and things together. For some reason, to me, I just love that about this game. I don't know why. It's kind of strange, but I just kind of love doing that. And I am going to need some stairs to get in, of course, and I'm also going to need to get on the roof and do something about this. And I'm thinking of just doing the same style of roof that I've been doing in the past. I do have my axe on me. And I have enough wool left for a single bed, but I already have a bed, so it does not matter. And let me see, let's put our little roof on. And I'm going to pop the middle four out to put a little skylight in. There we go, and we've got a tiny little shack here. It's going to serve its purpose for the time being. God, that looks terrible, doesn't it? It just looks awful. It really does. It wouldn't look so bad if the corners were missing, and I kind of already done that, but I think I'm going to have to do it again. It's going to look terrible otherwise. And that is the end of my axe, and I don't have enough stone to craft another one. I can make a wooden axe, but what use is that to me? So let me see. Let me get my little bits and pieces down in here. I want some torches in here, a double chest, of course, and I'm going to need a furnace, and I'm going to need to get some windows in as well before the night falls. So let's get the furnace in here, and 2, 4, 6, 7, 11 of sand I'm going to need, so we're going to need to collect, what, 7? Yeah, okay. And as regards that, let's pop you in here. 2 bits of coal should cover that. Iron picks and stuff I'm going to put in here. I need to get the bed down if I can, in the corner there. Wool and bow and shears, potions and bits and pieces I don't really need right now. But I do want to get that chest of goodies that I did leave outside. There we go, make sure nothing breaks on cactus. I'm just going to put my little bits and pieces in here for the time being. And how's this glass cooking up? Not bad, not bad. And I also need a door. That's something I did not consider. I need a door. So let's put the door on like that. Punching planks with a fist. Like a pro. So I think after I've finished this hut, I'm gonna... Oh yeah, we can't exactly do that. Well, I guess we can. I can move the door, I suppose. I'm gonna call it quits after this, and then next episode we will go Enderman hunting instead. We only need 12 though now on the bright side. That looks awful, doesn't it? It just really does. It looks terrible. Maybe it'll look a little better with a door in it. It's a tiny little hut. I may work on it a bit off camera, to be honest. It doesn't look... It's not the end of the world, put it that way. But it certainly could look a tad better. And obviously that's going to have to go as well. The thing is with this hut, it just looks so small. And just kind of... looks a bit odd all out here on its own. I don't know. It'll do the job. This series, it's not about pretty, it's about success. Let's get the remainder of these windows in. Here, here, here. That's already in, and we just need to put those up there. Jump into bed for tonight. Snore the night away, and then... I think that's going to be everything. I just need a step for the entrance to the hut. It looks a little different to my hut back at the headquarters. I was thinking of maybe putting a little porch over it, but I fear it just might make this place look a little worse. And in all honesty, I don't need too much stuff while I'm here. I am going to have to clearly go out for some obsidian and try and track some of that stuff down. I may find some in the plains biome that's nearby, or even the mountain biome, so I may go check those out off camera and just see what's out there at this part of the world, because we've travelled a lot further than I intended. I was kind of just hoping to go the other side of the jungle and get a desert and be done, but we've ended up travelling 2,000 blocks away, which is a long walk back. But to be honest, actually, I think I'm going to leave the nether out the equation, to be honest. I fear that if we've been this far, it's going to be a case of... See, the thing is, if I did build a portal, I know how close this is going to be in the nether. It's going to be maybe a 1-2 minute walking trip. But, on the other hand, finding obsidian could be kind of tricky. So I'm going to explore that a little further. If I can find some surface lava, then I will go and get some obsidian and build a portal, and we'll go back that way. But failing that, I'm thinking we'll just walk it back using the compass. So that will be what... Basically, if I stand here, kind of southwesterly. So that's going to be about it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Next episode, I'm going to have to go after some more ender buddies. And I'm going to bring you in on an update about surface lava and such, and see where we've gone from there. But for now, that's going to be everything. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. It's gone on a bit longer than I intended, but never mind. We are in this hut, and I probably got a little carried away, but there we go. That's going to be that. Until next time, guys, see you later, and have a good day.